Hey everyone, Sean Weathers here.
And I'm Angus Kohm. Welcome back. Today we're watching My World Dies Screaming, also known as Terror in the Haunted House from 1958. Just a quick reminder, this is our enhanced watch-along. We'll be adding facts, trivia, and context throughout the movie. We'll keep it spoiler-free for the main plot, and won't talk over key dialogue. Our aim is to boost your viewing experience.
Don't worry, folks, you will enjoy the movie. You will hear all the dialogue. We won't distract you.
Indeed. This movie comes with its own special gimmick called PsychoRama, using subliminal communication, as they said. So yeah, just watch for that. If you notice any single frames that flash on the screen, they're trying to give you a subliminal message that you should be scared or uneasy. The images may include things like skulls, snakes, words like blood or death.
That
So
was
yeah.
so annoying. That was the most annoying part of this movie is those flashes. Because they weren't even that short. Like I've done that before in some of my movies, but it's a fraction of a second. They hold those shots for too long. They're too noticeable. They're distracting.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, through the branches of the old trees, I see the house again. It sits there waiting for me. Silent, malignant, a place of unspeakable horror. There is no one there now. On a mailbox beside the driveway, I can make out the name of the people who lived there once. Tierney. But the Tierneys must have all gone away a long time ago. And the house stands like a moldering tombstone to a world that died. There is an old-fashioned knocker on the door. An unseen hand always opens the door for me. I always go up the shadowy stairway as if I know exactly where to find the answer to what has drawn me here.
This is where Halloween got that intro from.
Could be right.
It's behind a little unmarked door, and some unearthly power swings it open to receive me. I look up that narrow, dusty stairway, and for a moment that is so brief, so filled with terror that my mind cannot hold on to it, I know why I had to come to this place. Did I go up the stairs this time, Doctor?
No, it was the same as before. You almost bring yourself to see the truth, and then you...
But what truth? All I know is that death in its most hideous form waits for me at the top of those stairs.
That's not all you know, Mrs. Justin. You hold the answer deep within your own mind. Consciously, you've forgotten it. That's the way the human mind works. Whenever something is too unpleasant, too shameful for us to entertain, we reject it. We erase it from our memory. But the imprint is always there. Nothing is ever really forgotten.
But don't all of us do things we're ashamed of?
It wouldn't be human if we hadn't.
And I'm quite human, Doctor. But there's nothing in my past that I couldn't tell my husband or that I haven't told you. I have never seen that house, except in my dream. I can't connect it with any place or anyone I've ever known.
You're an orphan.
Yes,
You've lived most of your life here in Switzerland.
yes. I was sent here as a child for my health.
Incipient tuberculosis, from which you made a complete recovery.
I'm strong as an ox now.
Those 2 years in the sanitarium, it's not a very happy time, was it?
I don't have a very clear recollection of them now.
These nightmares resumed about 6 weeks ago.
Yes?
You've been married about the same length of time.
You're on the wrong track there, Doctor. I told Phillip everything. It made very dull telling, I assure you.
And now he's taken you back to America.
Yes.
You're happy about this, of course.
I couldn't be happier. I love Switzerland, but after all, America's my real home.
Well, perhaps it's for the best. These dreams may have some associations for you here in Switzerland. If so, I think it's quite possible you may leave these behind, too. At least we hope so.
Well, that's certainly good news, Doctor. Dr. Farrell.
Yes?
You don't believe there's really any connection between my dreams and my marriage, do you?
No, I merely noted the coincidence.
But several times you suggested Phillip come to see you. Why?
I do that in most cases, Mrs. Justin. Sometimes the husband can be very helpful.
Well, I know he always intended to come, but he had such a short time in Switzerland, and he loves to go up in the mountains alone.
Mrs. Justin, your husband came to see me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yes, I believe it slipped my mind. Was it helpful, Doctor?
I believe you've known your husband a very short time.
Yes. We had what you call in America a whirlwind romance.
Then whatever's causing these dreams occurred a long time before you met Phillip Justin.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Bye, Mrs. Justin.
And thank you for helping me.
That's Cathy O'Donnell as Sheila. She was actually discovered by Samuel Goldwyn, and she had some pretty big parts in A movies. She was in The Best Years of Our Lives.
Darling, I'm back. I've got everything. Tickets, passports, money, smallpox certificates. What about customs declarations?
I'll give them to you on the plane. You'll have hours to fill them out.
I'll be too excited. What did I do with the tickets?
You got them right in your hand.
I can see you're going to be very useful to have around.
Oh, you have no idea.
I'm glad we'll be flying at night. We can neck all the way across the Atlantic.
You don't have to wait that long. Used to be a gag I pulled at college. We would take a girl down to the airport, bus depot, station, and watch the train or plane pull out. Then we'd kiss the girl goodbye. Only she wouldn't be going anywhere. But nobody would know that.
All right, who was she?
Oh, that was long ago.
Come on, I told Dr. Farrell I confessed all to you. Now it's your turn.
How was the session with Farrell?
No change. Now he tells me the dreams are caused by something scandalous I did and then forgot. Well, aren't you worried, darling? I may have a perfectly dreadful past neither one of us knows about.
I don't believe you ever went to a station to watch the train pull out.
So smug. These Swiss boys know a few tricks, too.
Yeah? Well, all they ever did to you was yodel. First time I kissed you, your nose got in the way. Oh, you're learning.
Keep on teaching, Professor.
That's Gerald Moore as Phillip. He was a prolific actor in radio. He actually did the voice of Philip Marlowe, the detective.
This is what we call a fall from grace, from the best years of our lives to my world dies screaming.
What is it, you had a dream?
No, I wasn't sleeping. I just remembered something awful. I forgot to have the initials in my luggage changed.
Oh, it'll get through customs anyway.
But they're all marked SW. Your family might think we're not married.
I don't have any family, Sheila.
Well, you never told me that, Phillip. So much I don't know about you.
Doesn't matter.
Not really. But I want to know everything you did before you met me. What you do, where you come from, how you got along without me all these years.
All these years I've been looking for you. Now try to get some sleep.
All right. Philip,
Yes?
why didn't you tell me you went to see Dr. Farrell?
I did tell you. Don't you remember?
No. I guess I didn't hear you.
By the late 1950s, Cathy O'Donnell's film career was less prominent. She did more TV work. So this could have been near the beginning of that decline for her, this B movie.
Yeah, The Best Years of Our Lives is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
What's shocking to me is I thought there was a huge age gap between these two. They're almost the same age.
Oh, yeah.
We're lost, aren't we?
No. No, it's the right road.
It's creepy looking. I wish we'd stayed in New York.
You need a quiet place where you can rest for a couple of weeks.
You make me sound like an invalid.
Well, you did have that dream again last night.
Yes.
Movie was directed by Harold Daniels, who made films in the 40s and 50s and early 60s, primarily B movies. He did a lot of crime films, westerns, horror thrillers, just like this one.
I think
Not
the
really.
reason the age gap seems big is he treats her like a child.
That's true, he does.
Turn around. Go back, Philip. Take me away. Take me away.
Sheila, what is it? What's wrong?
It's the house. The one in my dreams.
Nonsense, it can't be. You said you've never been in Florida before. How could you have seen it?
I never saw it before, but that's the house. Philip, I'm frightened.
It's an old, empty house. Why are you afraid of a house?
I don't know. Whatever's inside, it's horrible. I don't know what it is.
There's nothing to be afraid of. An empty house can't hurt you.
But it's the same house.
You know that's impossible. Look, you dreamed of an old house. The first one you see reminds you of it. You simply made the transference in your mind. You've got to be sensible. You can't dream about a place you've never seen.
It's exactly the same. Those trees, the storm windows. That must be the attic.
Every old house has an attic.
Do we have to go in there?
Yes. It'll be good for you. Once you realize there's nothing in there that can hurt you, the dream will go away. Besides, darling, I'll be with you every minute.
This film was produced for the Howco International Pictures Company. They were an independent film company and distribution company. They did a lot of B movies and regional filmmaking, particularly in the South. And they like to use sensational titles and marketing gimmicks.
I wonder if she was directed to act this over the top, or if that was just a personal choice. She's very expressive.
Yes, she is.
Very expressive. She's playing to the back of the audience, 10 miles away.
Oh, yes.
They need to know every emotion she's feeling.
Totally.
What do you want here? I'm Jonah, the caretaker.
And I'm Justin, the new resident.
Oh, you come to the wrong place. This house ain't never rented.
It is now.
Well, they would have told me about it.
I've just told you we've rented the house. We're going to live here. Now you know. Lie down. Come on now.
Philip,
Don't be frightened, darling. I'll go out and get the bags. You wait right here.
There was such a delayed reaction to the shock of him, like he wasn't standing there the whole time.
That's right. Speaking of acting to the back of the audience.
My husband took the house on short notice. I'm sure you'll be notified by mail in a day or two.
There ain't been no mail here for the last 17 years.
It's been empty that long?
Mm-hmm.
Must have been a lovely home once. What happened to the people who lived here?
They went away. One by one, they went away. Except me.
Isn't it lonely for you?
Lonely? No, it ain't lonely. I got my dog. You see, I'm waiting for them to come back. That's why I keep it like it was. For them.
For whom?
Well, the folks it belongs to. It's theirs. That's why I try to keep it looking nice.
What's their name?
You carry the bags upstairs and we decide which bedroom we're going to use.
That's veteran actor John Quaylen as Jonah. He's recognizable for his accent and also for a lot of roles he played in John Ford
This is the
films.
house. I know every step before I take it. I go up there. Along the railing to the left, there's a bedroom. Hideous wallpaper. Huge, awful-looking flowers on it.
You never mentioned going into a bedroom in your dream.
No, I didn't. Maybe I see it as I go past.
The door is closed.
Can't help but notice the music here, which was by Daryl Kalker. He did a lot of B-movies and cartoon work. He's really working to help build suspense and mystery here.
I wonder if they put in the line about the hideous wallpaper because they realized they couldn't change it. They're like, we got to acknowledge how terrible this wallpaper looks. Because
Yeah.
it is, especially in this room, my God.
Told you, Phillip. I told you what it was like. Now do you believe
The
me?
wallpaper, Phillip.
This is the house I dreamed about.
But why? Why do you dream about it? What does it mean to you?
It means I'm going to die here. Oh, Phillip, take me away. I can't stay here. I can't. I'll go out of my mind.
All right, darling. We'll go away.
Yeah, I can't help but notice they're talking about the house and, you know, how it's an old house and everything. And it really looks pristine. It looks clean. It looks well cared for. There's no cobwebs. I mean, it does not seem like an old haunted house that's been left alone for years. And I wonder if that's just because they couldn't afford to decorate it. And I'm presuming it's probably a real place that they may not have been able to really dirty up for their film.
That's the difference between what's in the script and what they actually shoot.
Yeah.
They changed the wallpaper line, but they didn't change the old house line.
This house is pristine. It's amazing. Nobody's been living here for 50 years.
They could have said it's surprisingly pristine for an old house no one lived in for so many years.
Yes. Or, wow, this caretaker's really done a good job keeping it clean. But,
We've got a spare can of gasoline.
Isn't that? The tank's half full.
this movie was written by Robert C. Dennis, who wrote a lot of television, including Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Hawaii Five-0. He did a lot of crime and mystery stories.
What's wrong?
It's been wrecked. The wires have been pulled out. The distributor cap is missing.
Jonah. Why? He tried to keep us from staying here. Why did he do it?
I don't know. For some reason, he changed his mind.
Can't you repair it?
I could probably fix the wires, but without the distributor cap, we're stuck here.
I find that a little strange, too, because it doesn't seem like it's that isolated. I mean, how far could they be from somewhere they could walk to.
Well, when you only show the house itself and no context as to anything around it, you can say whatever you want.
Jonah.
The name is on the mailbox.
What?
You asked me who used to live here. You can still see the name on the mailbox.
Tierney. Why did they all leave?
Why? Nobody knows why they ever did anything. They was all the same. The whole family. Folks around here used to call them the Mad Tierneys. Didn't you know that?
No.
Then how come you know the name? You didn't see the name on the mailbox. I watched you come.
I don't know how I knew. Maybe I've been here before. A long time ago.
No. I would have remembered you. I've always been here. If you've been here before, I would have remembered.
Oh, vaguely familiar. Like something that happened when you're a small child.
What do you remember?
I'm not sure. I can see myself as a little girl playing in the grass. There was a boy. He was older than I was. I think I was in love with him.
That boy was me.
I think he carved our initials on the trunk of a tree. A big old palm tree. It's all so vague. I don't know where it came from.
I know every tree on this plantation. I would have seen them initials.
Maybe it was someplace just like this.
What doesn't that guy know?
I thought I heard your voice.
Jonah came back.
Oh?
Well, he's gone again. I tried to keep him talking till you came down.
Did you ask him why he disabled the car?
I was afraid to. He acts so queer.
He's been living here alone too long.
I'm sorry there's no coffee. None of the stoves in here work.
Oh, this is fine.
Phillip,
Yes?
did you bring that gun with you?
Yes, in my suitcase. Why?
I don't know.
I want to shoot that
The
old
dog
man.
frightens me. So does Jonah. I'll just feel better knowing you have it.
John Quaylen, who plays Jonah, he usually plays kindly, folksy, or slightly eccentric characters, but here he just seems like a stereotypical horror character, the creepy old caretaker.
Imagine dinner with your wife and the first night in the house. It's white bread and deli meat with no fixings. I'm already looking for a divorce.
Phillip! Where are you? Phillip!
There's such a delayed reaction with everything she does. He stares at the dog for like 20 seconds and screams and runs.
Sheila, what is it?
Phillip! Phillip!
What's wrong? Where were you?
looking for you. I woke up and you were gone.
I couldn't sleep. I took a walk.
I tried to find you. And then that dog came after me. He's out there.
Stay here. Jonah! Lie down! Jonah! Get this animal out of here and tie him up.
Well, I had him locked up in the cell. Somebody must have let him out.
If anybody let him out, it was you. Now take him back and tie him up. If he gets loose again, I'll shoot him.
Yes, sir. Come on, Jacket. Come with Jonah.
He says he took a walk, but where did he do that walk? He got past her. She was at the bottom of the stairs.
Everything's all right now. Don't
Just
worry.
like Jonah earlier. People just reappear and disappear.
Whatever made you go prowling around in the dark?
There was someone looking in that window. A hideous, inhuman face. You weren't here. I was so frightened.
It had to be Jonah.
I wanted to shoot it, but I couldn't find your gun.
For some reason, he's trying to scare us away from here.
Why? He disabled our car to keep us here.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out right now.
Phillip,
Don't worry. Just lock the door. You'll be safe here. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
all right, but take your gun.
I can handle it.
She just really wants to shoot someone.
She does.
She's
I
fixated
feel like-
on that gun. She's in the right state. Florida is the right place to bear arms. Phillip, you
Yeah.
know we're in a gun carry state, Phillip.
The distributor.
Yeah, it really feels like they're trying to set up that gun for use later.
Justifiable homicide.
That's right. Which one of those guys is she gonna shoot? Really a different kind of movie from what was
Time for a
popular.
little target practice.
Oh, yes.
Phillip. Come out wherever you are. Try and gaslight me, will you? What is she reacting to exactly?
A door opening, closing, approaching footsteps? Or is it just the noirish lighting?
It seemed like there was a shadow, so somebody was in front of her.
It did, yeah.
And she had the gun.
Yes.
We have coffee this morning. Here we go. Drink this, huh? Slept badly? Dream again, huh?
I wasn't dreaming. I found the door to the attic.
I told you, all these old houses have attics.
I recognized it the instant I saw it. It was just like in my dream.
Was it?
I don't remember.
But you must remember. Don't you see, once you understand what it all means, you'll never have the dreams again.
Is that why you brought me to this house, Phillip?
Darling, I brought you here for rest and to get over the dreams.
But why to this house? How did you know where it was? I didn't even know. How did you find it?
It's only the same house in your imagination.
You're lying. Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Finish your breakfast. I'll be downstairs.
Sometimes I just want to shoot you, Phillip.
It is all very psychological. Very different from the typical films of the day, which tended to be creature features, like The Blob or The Fly. Unless one of these people's about to turn into a creature, I think this is a very different kind of horror film.
Distributor's gone.
It has a very made-for-TV feel to it.
It kind of does, yeah.
It has certain cut breaks where it's like, cut to commercial now, you know?
Yeah.
Distributor's gone. 2-minute commercial break, you know?
Yeah. There's the classic car that won't start. Very familiar.
Keep the shot tight. Don't show that there are other houses around.
Exactly.
She mentioned palm tree before. These definitely don't look like palm trees.
No.
Because I think she said they carved their name in a palm tree.
She did, yes. I thought that was kind of an odd line.
Well, they're supposed to be in Florida, so I'm assuming they're not in Florida. You mentioned
Yeah.
something. Where did you say that this was Georgia?
I don't
The
think
production
I did.
company? You said something about the production company
Well,
earlier?
they like to work in the South a lot, so yeah.
S.W.
Back to nighttime.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Snell. I own this house, and I'd appreciate an explanation of what you're doing here.
My husband rented it.
Then in that case, I'd like to speak with your husband, if I may.
He should be back any moment. He's gone for a walk. Is something wrong, Mr. Snell?
You said your husband rented the house, Mrs.
Mrs. Justin. Yes, that's right. He rented it.
From whom?
I'm not sure. From a realtor, I suppose.
This house is not in the hands of a realtor, and no one has approached me to rent it. And I wouldn't be interested in any case. I believe my caretaker informed you of that last night.
Well, yes, he did. I'm sure my husband can explain satisfactorily when he comes back.
Mrs. Justin, I don't want to appear to be unpleasant, but I'm not interested in explanations. You and your husband will have to leave this house immediately.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry.
You see, Mrs. Justin, the house has been closed up for a good many years. It's not even fit to live in. It's not safe. As a matter of fact, the electricity's been turned off. So if you fell through the floor or stumbled on the stairs, I'd be liable. I'm sure you understand.
Of course. As a matter of fact, we started to leave last night, but the car... Our car wouldn't start.
Well, I'm not very much of a mechanic, but what seems to be the trouble?
My husband said the distributor had been stolen.
Stolen? By whom? There's no one around here for miles except Jonah, my caretaker. And I can assure you he wouldn't do anything to delay your departure.
On the contrary, he did his best to frighten us away.
Oh? Well, all I can suggest is that you get in the car and drive with me to the nearest garage and have a mechanic sent back.
I can't go until my husband comes.
Mrs. Justin, the idea is for both of you to leave.
Suppose we refuse to leave. What are you going to do about it?
Phillip, good
Lord, I had no idea. Your wife said that her name...
I ask you how you intend to make us leave.
Why on earth would you want to stay in an old place like...
You could run us off, huh? With an axe.
I simply said that the house was dangerous. Naturally, if you want to stay here under these conditions, you're perfectly welcome. Well, I'm not being a very good host. It's been many years, Phillip. We've lost touch with you. Where have you been?
In Europe.
Oh.
Switzerland.
Phillip and I were married recently in Lausanne.
I hope I'm not interrupting our honeymoon if I stay a few days. Now that I'm here, I thought I'd look the old place over and see if there's anything that could be done with it. You don't mind, do you, Phillip?
It's yours, isn't it?
Everyone used such proper grammar in this movie. I've never heard whom so much.
Say most of that went over my head. Phillip never mentioned that he knew you, or that you owned the house.
What did he say?
Nothing, really.
He must have given you some explanation for bringing you back here.
Back here? Then I have been here before.
I don't know.
But you said back here. That's what you meant. You know I've been here before, don't you?
Don't you? This is a place you could never forget. You do remember being here, don't you, Mrs. Tierney?
I'm not sure. Why did you call me Mrs. Tierney?
Did I? I meant Mrs. Justin, of course.
S.W. and P.T. Phillip Tierney. That's his name, isn't it? Look at me, Mr. Snell. I want to know it's true, isn't it?
Yes. Phillip is the last of the Tierneys.
The last of the mad Tierneys. That's what they're called, isn't it? And those initials on that old tree. S.W. Sheila Wayne. Those are my initials, aren't they? He carved them when I was just a little girl.
Don't you remember any of it?
It's all so vague. It all comes back to me in little bits and pieces. I try to fit them together and they fade away. I was ill in a sanitarium in Switzerland for a long time. My memory always seems to start in the sanitarium. Before that, it's like a thick mist. What does it all mean?
These are questions for your husband to answer, Mrs. Tierney, not me. I wish I could help you, but I can't. It would have been better if you had never left Switzerland.
I should never have come to this house. Something evil here. And it's bad for Phillip. He wasn't like this in Switzerland. What is there about this house that makes him like he is?
Possibly only Phillip knows. I urge you for your own safety to leave this house at once. Take my car if you like, but get away from here. Now.
That's William Ching playing Mark Snell. He's a recognizable character actor. He was in films like Pat and Mike, DOA, usually in supporting roles.
This movie is kind of weird in that if you're off screen, you're completely invisible to the other characters. All they had to do was look up and they would see that he's staring, hearing every word they're saying.
Yes.
But he's off screen, so they didn't know he was there.
Phillip. Tell me the truth, Phillip. Why did you bring me to this house?
For your own good.
You knew I'd been here before.
Yes, I knew.
We lived here as children. I remembered that last night after we'd been here a little while. It was all so hazy, I couldn't quite make out the face of the boy who carved our initials on the tree. I was in love with you then. That must be why I fell in love with you so quickly in Switzerland. I told Dr. Farrell we had a whirlwind romance. It wasn't really. I'd been in love with you for years and years.
I love you, Sheila.
Do you?
I love you very, very much.
And why did you bring me to this place? To this horrible, evil house?
So you would get over the nightmares. They were destroying you, Sheila. In no time, they'd have you back in the sanitarium.
Sanitarium? I was sent there because of my lungs. Wasn't I, Phillip?
No, darling.
You're trying to tell me that I was sent away to Switzerland because I was insane?
Sheila, you'd had a nervous breakdown.
Nervous breakdown? I was 7 years old. A child of 7 doesn't have a nervous breakdown. I was insane, wasn't I?
Sheila, there's nothing wrong with you now except those nightmares. I brought you here to regain your health. There's only one way to cure you.
No, Phillip.
You must go up in that attic.
I can't. There's something waiting for me up there. If I climb those stairs, I'll die. I know that.
Darling, it's all in your imagination. I'll be with you every step of the way. Please, you must do this.
Don't ask me to do that, Phillip. I can't. I won't.
I can't. I won't. A child of 7 can't be insane, Phillip. They don't talk the way normal people talk. The script is too proper in the dialogue. When you write a script, you have to loosen it up a little bit. You can't have perfect grammar all the time.
That's true. It's interesting. She was only 7 years old. It's a good thing that they are the same age. Otherwise, he would have been an adult man carving initials.
This was right around the time when I Googled their ages. He looks so much older, but
he does.
He just acts older. So
Matthew Tierney. Died November 4th, 1939. Born to Matthew and Bliss Tierney. Son Lawrence. Died November 4th, 1939. Born a daughter, Lydia. Died January 18th, 1920. Born a son, Samuel. Died November 4th, 1939. Born to Samuel and Ann Tierney, son Phillip. Phillip. The last of the mad Tierneys. Oh, Jonah.
can she not see someone enter a room?
Just looking at the family Bible. It belonged to my husband's grandfather, didn't it? Did you know him?
I knowed him. I knowed them all.
Matthew Tierney had 2 sons and a daughter.
They's all dead now.
I can see that. Jonah, it says that Matthew and his sons, Lawrence and Samuel, all died on the same day.
November 4th, 1939, at midnight.
What happened, Jonah? Was there an accident, all of them dying at once?
Strain died out, all except him.
Phillip. But what caused it?
He seen death coming for him. Well, he was 84, and it was his time.
Matthew died of old age, but Lawrence and Philip's father, they were both young men.
He seen what he had to do. The curse of the Tierney's was on him, and he could see it. He brought him into this world, and he took him out again before he died.
You mean the old man? His 2 sons?
He watched for it all the time they was growing up. He looked for it to show up, and it did, like in all the Tierneys. They was tainted. He knowed he had to wipe it out before he was taken. There was only one way. Blood. There was blood all over everything. The place run with the blood of the mad Tierneys. I took the axe out myself and buried it.
Horrible.
He done what he had to do. Then he laid down and died himself. But he missed one.
Phillip.
Yeah. He was away up north. That's what saved him. And he's the last. He's come back because he knows he's got it too. He's marked like all the others.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Go away, miss. Go away before it's too late. Ain't nothing you can do for him. I seen it in him just the same as in all the others. Yeah.
It's really feeling a bit like an Edgar Allan Poe cursed family kind of story here.
Very dialogue heavy as well.
Watch out! Watch out!
Are you all right, Doc?
At least she didn't faint. This is no dangerous crossing.
Jonah,
I've taken care of it.
I won't put up with carelessness. You know that.
I know.
Mrs. Tierney might have been killed. Now, look, you've been around here for a long time, and if you want to keep your home, you see that nothing goes wrong from now on. Do you understand? Phillip. Phillip.
Get away from me.
You're going to listen to me for once. I don't know what you're up to or why you ever came back here, but I can tell you this. You're only going to make matters worse for yourself. And maybe that's the way you like it. And tell me, why do you insist on pulling your wife down with you? How much more do you think she can stand? You've nearly driven her out of her mind now. Or is that what you're trying to do, Phillip?
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Take her away from here at once if you've got any sense left.
Are you so concerned about Sheila?
Because if she stays in this house another night, she'll be a raving maniac. I'll drive her to town myself.
Sheila stays here with me.
Why?
Because she has nightmares, Mark. Didn't she tell you that? She was going to a psychiatrist in Switzerland to find out what caused them. Doctor couldn't help her, but I can. I know exactly what to do. When she's better, everything's going to be all right again. For her, for me, and for all the Tierneys, dead or alive. You'd hate that, wouldn't you, Mark? You've always hated the Tierneys.
You're insane. You're really out of your mind.
Does feel a lot like a play, in a way.
A lot. The movie's not bad so far. It's just that they talk through everything instead of showing you stuff.
Who is it?
Mark, I brought you some dinner.
They have to be creative in not showing them in the same bed, but not showing that they sleep in separate beds as well.
You must eat something.
I can't. Where is he?
He went away about an hour ago as soon as it was dark. You should eat something.
He tried to kill me.
It could have been an accident. I told you how old and rotten the house was. The chandelier probably just broke away.
No, he was up there. If Jonah hadn't shouted... Why? He said he loved me.
I'm sure he does. But at other times, he's not responsible for what he does. You see, in a way, you're a threat to him. Phillip is the last of the tyrannies, unless you have a child. And in his own tortured mind, he knows that this must never happen. Let me explain. With each generation, the wild strain in the tyrannies becomes not less, but more pronounced. Do you understand?
Why did he marry me? Why doesn't he leave me?
He loves you. You're his one hold on sanity, and at the same time, the one thing that's driving him to do what his grandfather did.
I know. Jonah told me. I didn't want to believe it.
I'm afraid it's true. You see, Sheila, Phillip is my cousin. Yes. My mother was Lydia Tierney. She died in childbirth in 1925. I grew up here with Phillip until he went up north to school.
When the old man... Why didn't he...
You mean, why didn't Grandfather kill me, too? Oh, I don't know. I suppose it's because I really wasn't like a Tierney. I was a Snell. When I was growing up, I didn't understand it at the time. Grandfather Tierney was very hard on me, almost cruel. He must have decided I had escaped the curse of his line.
He knew he was mad.
I think he did. It came in spells. Well, he used to lock himself away in his room for days at a time.
What will become of Phillip?
I don't know. I'm more concerned with what will become of you. You must leave here as soon as it's daylight. I'd take you away tonight, but my car's been disabled too.
Couldn't we walk?
No. It's 15 miles, and along those winding roads, we'd probably lose our way or wind up in the marshes.
But that's better than staying here.
No. He's outside somewhere, watching the house. You'll be safer here. Besides, Jonah and I are going to take turns standing watch outside your door. You may not get much sleep, but I can promise you nothing will happen to you.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want something to eat? Good night.
Good night.
He said a key phrase that could have been the title of this movie. Let me explain.
Yeah.
That's all this movie is just explaining things.
That's true. Well, very much like a play in that way. Very much so. The cinematographer was Frederick E. West. He did a lot of low-budget independent films and TV shows, and he was really good at creating atmosphere just with lighting and limited resources, which is definitely what's going on here. I think the movie looks the best when it's kind of dark, when it's nighttime and there are shadows. In broad daylight, you can just tell the house is not falling apart. It's not decrepit.
Yes.
That was a bit of a crazy moment there. Almost looked like he just ran right off the edge.
Don't come any further. His neck's broken.
I heard him scream.
Yes, he fell over the railing up there. He must have been dead before he hit the bottom. Poor Jonah.
You said the house was dangerous. What happened? The railing give way?
No, he didn't.
What was he doing prowling around in the dark?
That's his job. He's the caretaker.
Here. Put
this on.
For Christ's sake, you're only wearing one
Think about
dress.
him moving?
It's your house.
I hate to leave him lying there. I suppose we'll have to call the police.
Why? It was an accident. Wasn't it?
That's not for us to say.
How are you going to get in touch with him? I understand your car broke down.
I thought you might fix it.
I can try. Who's going to drive?
Sheila,
She can't.
I was merely suggesting that she might like to drive into town with me. This has been an awful shock for her.
I'll go.
So it's daytime.
Yeah. I can hear the crickets.
No,
though.
it's nighttime though. I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
So did he say he must have been dead before he hit the ground? How's that possible?
Oh, it is daytime. Jeez, sorry.
Yeah.
about
No, it's confusing.
that. Yeah, he broke his neck on the way down before he made contact.
That's
The
right.
wind. The wind gust
Yeah.
snapped his neck.
Yes. And he screamed before he ran over the railing.
How long before the police will get here?
It won't be tonight. He won't go to the police. He'll just keep on going. There's nothing else he can do. It's better that it's happened this way, my dear. You'll forget in time.
So it is daytime. Okay, got it. No, Jesus Christ, it's nighttime. Get it straight, Sean. Get it straight. It's nighttime. Oh, daytime, got it. Definitely 100% daytime. Got it. Good. Nighttime? I just can't get this straight, man.
Yeah. He said there was no electricity in the house. So there can't be lights.
There's no electricity outside. That's why the sun's not coming in either. So
That's right. That's right.
don't throw him down the stairs. We can't afford a stunt, man.
That's right.
Oh! Oh! He did his own stunt.
Mark, what is it?
I don't know. I'll go down and see. You wait here.
That's the most impressive part of this movie yet.
Where's Sheila?
What are you doing back here?
I took a wrong turn. I must have gotten lost. Where's Jonah?
I don't know. I heard a noise, came down to investigate. His body's gone.
That's strange.
Yes, isn't it? A dead man gets up and walks away.
Maybe he wasn't dead.
That's ridiculous. His neck was broken. You saw him.
I didn't examine him. You did. Well, don't you think we ought to go look for the body?
No. I think you should do what you started out to do. Go for the police.
I'd only get lost again. I don't know the roads around here.
Somebody's got to go.
How about you?
Well, I can't. My car's broken down.
I'll fix it.
Besides, I don't want to leave Sheila here alone.
She won't be alone, Mark. I'll be with her.
You wait here a minute. I'll be right back.
They shoot like 30% of this movie at the bottom of those stairs. For an entire house, they use like 3 parts of it.
Yeah. It's probably a good spacious place where they can set up.
Were you listening?
Yes.
He's hidden Jonah's body, probably in the cellar. We've got to get word to the police. He won't go, and he won't let me take you with me.
Well, couldn't we?
No, he won't give us that much time. Have you still got his gun?
Yes.
All right, now listen carefully. There's a farmhouse about 5 miles from here. I can go there and get back in about 20 minutes. He'll expect me to be gone for hours. Now, when I leave this room, you lock the door. Use the gun if you have to.
If you'd only wait till morning.
No, this is what he wants us to do. If we stay in this house tonight, he'll finish his horrible job. Our only chance is to act faster than he does. Do you think you can do it?
I'll try.
Good. You guard the fire escape with a gun, and I think you can hold him off until I get back. Good luck.
Damn it, this is a horror movie. We have to separate.
That's right.
They shoot
So
the
there's
bottom of the stairs, the top of the stairs in this room is like, the minute they enter the house, that became 80% of the movie's location.
Yeah. Totally. He says there's a farmhouse 5 miles away. You could certainly walk there. It would take a while, but if you're stuck, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Sheila, unlock the door. I have to talk to you. I only want to help you, darling. Everything will be all right. I love you, Sheila. I'm going to take you away. You've got to trust me.
That's a powerful lamp he has in his hand. I mean, Jesus, look how much... It's so bright.
Yeah, it is.
Most lamps, they just light up a small part of the front of you. This lights up an entire room.
Yeah.
It defies physics, this lamp.
That's the opposite of how in a lot of movies when you use a flashlight and it just doesn't light up anything, you know? It's just a little tiny spot.
Even in the corner at the bottom, it lights up the entire room.
What's lighting her now?
The
She doesn't
lamp.
even...
Duh.
The lamp
That
is
powerful.
It's still working.
Have you not heard me? It's a powerful lamp.
All things come to an end. Pull the trigger, Sheila. And it'll be the end of the Tierneys.
Don't make me do it, Phillip. I don't want to.
Pull the trigger, Sheila. You go downstairs and write the final entry in the family Bible. Philip Tierney died here and now, the last of the mad Tierneys.
I can't. Do whatever you want to, Phillip. I don't care. I'm your enemy. If that's what your mind tells you, then go ahead and do it.
You could have killed me. Why didn't you?
I don't know. Yes, I do know. Because I love you. So many years ago, long before you carved our initials on that tree, I can't remember any further back. I loved you. When we met in Switzerland, I didn't know it, but it was the same love. That's why I married you, Phillip. That's why I could never hurt you.
I don't want to hurt you either.
But you feel you must. Is that it, Phillip? Let me help you.
Let me explain.
Don't look away. I want to help you. Everything's going to be all right now. Let me help you. Tell me how.
Will you do anything I ask? Anything?
Anything. What do you want me to do?
Come with me right now.
All right.
Here. Take this. Please, I want you to have it.
Go working that gun. Like it's gonna go off at some point.
I know, it's the big MacGuffin.
Yeah.
See, he ruined his chance to ask for the threesome. This would have been the perfect time. She said anything.
That's right. That's right.
Not in there.
Sheila.
Not in there.
You must.
I can't.
You must. There's no other way. Now listen to me. There's nothing up there to be afraid of. It's just an attic, full of dust and cobwebs. When you were a little girl, it was your favorite place to play in rainy days. You remember. This trunk full of old clothes. You used to dress up in them. Remember, darling?
No.
It'll all come back to you. Believe me, it will. It'll all come back to you. Everything.
Don't open the door! I can't even look. If you want to kill me here, but don't torture me.
Sheila!
See, I don't like this part. They built up so much that she didn't want to go up there that I felt the payoff would have been she somehow managed to go up there. If he was just going to carry her there, they could have done that earlier on. She still never faced her fears by fainting.
That's true. Some of my favorite sequences in horror films are where somebody decides to go up those stairs or down those stairs, even though they know there's something bad down there.
Oh, so it is daytime. No, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. It's definitely nighttime.
He's using the axe! Stop him!
Sheila!
The blood! The blood's on me! It's everywhere! It's blood! You're all dead.
This could be another example of how we're just hearing her voice what she's seeing in her dream or her memory. We're not actually seeing it.
It wasn't a dream. It really happened, and I saw it. That's why you brought me back here, wasn't it, Phillip?
Yes, dear.
I tried to run away, but I couldn't. It was buried inside my mind. I didn't remember. I couldn't remember. I would have been insane. I was insane in that sanitarium, wasn't I?
You saw the kind of horror no child should see. Your mind locked it away, so you'd never see it again.
You knew it was there. And you had to dig it out.
I searched for years. I found you in Lausanne. But the secret was hidden in your subconscious. Only you and the person who used the axe knew what really happened up here. I had to dig it out.
You caused the dreams to start. You took me to Dr. Farrell. And then when nothing else worked, you brought me here. You want to know what happened that night, Phillip? I remember now. We lived in a little house by a stream. My father and I.
He was the caretaker. You were one of the family.
I remember. They used to let me play up here on rainy days. It rained that day. I forgot my doll, and I woke up late at night and crept back in the house to get it. I came up here, and then I heard someone coming up the stairs. I hid under this bed, and then I saw them. Your father and your Uncle Lawrence. And then he killed them.
Who did? Who was it?
With the axe. The blood spurted clear across the room. It was all over me. It was all over me.
Was it my grandfather? You must have seen who did it. Was it my grandfather?
Jonah.
That's the only way it could have happened.
Why?
They didn't tell me much about it. Jonah married my Aunt Lydia.
Lydia, she was Mark's mother.
Yes. Jonah was Mark's father. They tell me Lydia was a headstrong girl. Rebellious. My grandfather never had much time for anyone but his sons. Lydia, in order to get attention, threw herself at the caretaker. A stable hand named Jonah Snell. When my grandfather found out what happened, he made them get married to give the child a name. Lydia died giving birth to Mark. My grandfather brought them into the house. He raised Mark. But beyond that, he wouldn't have anything to do with him. Jonah must have brooded and plotted for years. He knew he couldn't have the family name and fortune for himself. But he thought he could get them for his son.
He must have been insane.
He wasn't then, he was later. He also knew that when my grandfather died, the estate would pass to Lawrence and then to Samuel, my father. After that, to the next oldest relative. Mark is 3 years older than I am. The night my grandfather died, Jonah saw his chance. I don't know how he lured them up here or why he chose this attic. But he slaughtered them. He put the axe in a dead man's hand. So Mark inherited everything. The plantation, the money, the estate. That's when I stopped using the name of Tierney. I swore that I'd never use that name again until people could stop whispering it behind closed doors.
Listen. Mark?
What'd you do with the gun?
I don't know. I lost it.
Get over there.
Were you successful, Phillip? Yes, I'm sure that it did. Now the question is, what are we going to do about it?
The truth has to come out, Mark. Grandfather's name has been stained for 17 years. You're going to clean it up.
They're both dead. What difference does it make?
None to you. You're a Snell.
Yes, you never let us forget it, did you? We were poor white trash, and we dared link our name with the Tierneys, the pure aristocratic Tierneys. If you look under the surface, you'll find that they're as common as the rest of us. Have you forgotten Lydia? She liked to play in the stables with a hired help.
She was your mother, Mark. Now look, I'm willing to believe you were too young to know what Jonah was going to do. If you renounce all claims to the estate and go away, we'll call it even.
Very generous of you. Always the fine Tierney gesture. I hate pure nobility.
It isn't that, Mark. It's just that I'm tired of hatred and revenge. I want only what's mine. But if you refuse, I'll fight you in every court in the land, and I'll win.
Yes, I knew what he was going to do when he went there that night, but I didn't try to stop it. I wanted it just like he did. Well, he got it for me, and I'm going to keep it. If you want to fight, well, let's have it now.
Come on, darling.
Two people are dead. We better get the hell out of here before the cops come.
Philip, where are we going?
Anywhere. It's gonna take a little time to clean things up here. We can go to Lausanne if you wanted to.
Mm-mm. They sent me there, didn't they?
Yes. Even that madman Jonah couldn't bring himself to murder a child. He knew that your mind had blocked out what it'd seen. So he set up a trust fund for you, set you away, forgot about you.
Philip, why did Mark throw Jonah over the railing?
The old man must have brooded a long time over what he'd done. He wanted to stop any more killings, I'm sure. He even warned you about the chandelier. Mark was afraid he was going to confess, so he killed him. Come on, honey.
We left the old house, silent and foreboding, a place of horror and death. It was truly haunted. No one would ever live there again. It was a house of madness.
No one would ever live there, but it looks perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
We wiped away our fingerprints, buried the bodies, and left the country.
That's right. No one will ever
This
go in there.
movie did a horrible job of setting up things that didn't pay off. Her never actually going to the attic with her own free will. Her
Yep.
never using the gun that they
Yeah,
reference so many times. It's like it's
I
a
know.
perfect setup for her to use the gun to save her husband.
Yeah.
Or even being more vague and abstract with it and maybe not explain everything so much and
Hmm.
her trying to figure out who's telling the truth, her
Yeah.
husband or the cousin, and then trying to figure out who she's going to shoot. Then you cut away and you don't know who she shot, and there's some suspense, there's some drama.
Yeah.
They explained everything down to the final scene. It's like, no, don't think. We will explain everything for you. We won't show you anything. We won't let you think for yourself. We will continue to explain down to the final scene.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. And as far as the gimmick of PsychoRama goes, the subliminal thing, its effectiveness was actually highly debatable, but it was still controversial, and it led to some calls for regulation. So who knows? Maybe audiences were extra terrified because of those little inserts in this movie.
Audience was very stupid. I don't know. I just found them annoying. Like I said, I've used it before, but you have to use the smallest percentage of a fraction of a second possible where you can actually have it in there without making people see it. You know, they
Yeah.
held it too long and you just saw these bad drawings and things
Yeah.
that didn't look
Yes.
scary. They just look like something a 4-year-old made that you put on your fridge or something.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, not a bad story, just a terrible execution of it because the plot is something you'd see in a lot of like psychological horror movies. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with the setup and the plot, but just to talk through and explain everything, it just felt so tedious. And a
Yeah.
good horror movie, you should be able to put on mute and still enjoy it and still catch like a lot of thrills and, you know, horror elements and excitement. If you put this on mute, it's just people talking
Yeah.
constantly in 3 or 4 locations. No, no, no. 2 or 3 locations.
Yes. That's true. And interestingly, it's longer than the last movie, but there are less pauses in here. There's just so much dialogue. There's
They,
less empty space.
they needed good actors to remember and recite all of that dialogue,
Yeah.
even though their performances are a little over the top. They're
Hmm.
still good actors, or they wouldn't be able to retain all that dialogue and have good pacing and so they did a good job as far as that goes. That's
Yeah.
why I question, I wonder if it's the direction of
Yeah.
all the over the top stuff rather than an acting choice to be so melodramatic and over the top. Maybe they
Yeah.
figured we can't show anything, so you know, you gotta be super expressive.
Yeah. I mean, even down to that final moment where she's talking about exactly what happened there with the blood and everything, and we don't see any of it. It's just talk.
Yeah. All right. That is it for Angus
Yes.
Combe. I'm Sean Weathers. Thanks for sticking with us through this one, even past the runtime of the movie. So if you made it this long, let us know in the comment section below. Until next time.